Welcome back, everybody, to more Divinity, Dragon Commander. Let's see what Falstaff has to say.
Dall's Charwin White Whiskers strikes again, Commander. He's the foremost dwarven scholar, as I'm sure you know, and he's about to publish his 1000th article on natural history. Rumour has it he'll make a startling new revelation, and I'm anxious to read all about it.
Darl's Charwin White Whiskers. So is there a Charwin Awards every year? Let's see what's going on in the bar. Henry?
Edmund seems to be in a mood fouler than an ogre's abattoir. We were just trading routine insults when I said, "Your grandmother was an orc," and immediately he tried to get his bloody hands round my throat. Madcap lizard. Who gets so upset over such a childish taunt?
Probably you.
Our victory was so complete I can taste it. You did well by us, Commander.
I shall take my leave.
Were that I were the monarch and you the general, I'd kill for one of your powers, whereas you hardly have need of us.
I shall take my leave. Alright, what's got Edmund angry and in a bad mood?
Commander, a most grave and ignominious matter has come to my attention. Some dwarven quack, styling himself a scientist, claims he has found conclusive proof that we lizards, and some form of degenerate aquatic orc, are descendant of one and the same ancestor. He means to publish this rot in the Rivellon Scientific Gazette, thereby causing irreparable damage to our species' reputation. With the utmost insistence, I therefore urge you to halt this publication. And if the matter of censorship bothers you, think nothing of it. By blocking the printing of this inane nonsense, you're safeguarding not only the good standing of all lizards, but of the illustrious Gazette as well.
Illustrious? Seems more like a tabloid paper than anything else.
A dwarven scholar? Really? The very notion is ludicrous.
If you're sure this man is wrong, I'll stop the publication. For now. But why not have a word with him? See if maybe he's truly on to something.
Yes, well, I have a few words I've been saving for just such an occasion. He'll recant his aberrant ideas about evolutional origins, unless he wants me to teach him a thing or two about extinction.
Well, I hope they have a pleasant conversation. I wish I could witness that conversation. That would probably be pretty funny. What can I get now? Transports. You almost completely disappear out of sight for 225 seconds. If you attack or make use of other abilities, you will reappear instantly. You know what? I'll just start pumping out units. Buying units. I mean, why not? Alright, I think I've done everything I could. Let's go check out the map and continue Operation Hulk Smash. And Hulk has been smashing. Let's see. I took this island, so what's next is this island. So it'll probably take between 1 and 3 turns. Well, let's see what my forces I have first. And load them up. Okay, so this transport is full. So I can make my way with that transport towards here. So we'll just go here. And where's my... Okay, there it is. Got my hunter. Got a trooper. That's right, I lost 2 troopers last time. So let's pump out 2 more. And... no, wait. Herp. And this land generates 2 gold, so I can only generate 2 units anyway. So, next turn I'll pump out some more units and send the ship on its way. I'll just keep this ship here until I can get the second ship there as well, and then the turn after that we'll invade there. And I'll just keep pumping out troops just in case he thinks about, oh, I'll just take that island back. There's a transport there. In the meantime, I need to think about... Okay, I think I'm going to want to take this island. Assuming I'm successful there, I can take this land, then this land, and finally just attack from multiple sides. I can have troopers come in from here. Assuming I have a transport, of course, I can attack from here and attack from here. So things are looking up. What I'm wondering is maybe I should generate a third transport here. And when I'm ready, attack from not only from here to here, but transport from across the sea to here. That's what I'm thinking anyway. In fact, let's do that. Transports are expensive though. Well, I have the gold. And plus 29 per turn. What am I complaining about? Seriously. Can I afford anything else here? How about armor? There. So when the time comes, not only is this pretty well defended now, in case he decides to come down here, but when the time comes, I'll invade from here to here. And I have 7 gold left. What does he have? He has 2 grenadiers, 2 hunters. I have 4 hunters. How about... use up all my money. Other armor to add to my collection. I think I'm done. Or I think I've done what I wanted to do anyway. So let's enter. Lizards and orcs once bumped uglies. Dwarven scientist discovers shocking truth. Emperor on holiday. Pictures inside. Free naked dragon poster inside. Again, didn't you do this already? Seriously? So dwarves and undead at 20%. Lizards love me at 85. Imps at 75. Elves at 70. Great. Your general's actions have influenced the Empire. Devastator mercenaries. 2 Devastator mercenaries are fighting on your side this battle. This might be of interest, Commander. Dishearten. Combat card. Unit Subversive. The enemy's Devastators will have 50% less health. I like that card. No. Oh yeah, I like that card. Silver Vein. What else do you have to say to me?
To be honest, Commander, I had expected more of Old Man Charwin. One has but to look at lizards to see whether they be distant relatives of orcs or not. Some great-great-great-grandmother of theirs romanced a snail at some point. Silly creatures.
You don't say. Let's go to the bar. And do you have anything new to say, Scarlet?
Edmund is of a very rare sunshiny disposition today, Commander. Gives me the shivers when he bids me good day instead of offering me his normal stare. You know, the one as if he's looking upon an accident left on the carpet by someone's dog.
Huh.
What would you inquire of me, Commander?
I shall take my leave.
Yes, Commander?
I shall take my leave. Edmund.
Well, Commander, I must admit I was... well, not wrong, but a tad less correct than I could have been about Darl's Charwin White Whiskers, the dwarven scientist whose findings riled me so. As it would turn out, his article was far from complete, but the Rivellon Scientific Gazette wanted to publish it nonetheless, so as to make an ill portrayal of us lizards. The chief editor is some exasperating elf, apparently, who was once outwitted by a lizard in a business deal. Of course he was. The researcher's true findings, though, are quite interesting to say the least. The ancestor theory seems likely, but somewhere down the road a complete split was made, wherein all that was strong and shrewd flowed to our line, and all that was backward and bland was left to the orcs. His work is a celebration of lizard triumph in the course of evolution. I have seen to it. It will be published the realm round.
Oh. Okay. Glad I could help there.
There we have it. A dwarven scholar worth his salt. I'd thought it as likely as Henry showing a display of wit. But I was mistaken. And that is a phenomenon less frequent than a snowstorm in the deserts of youthful Gaul.
Alright. Glad I can help, Edmund. Time to buy more units. I'll just buy an ironclad. And, oh, more political decisions. What do they have me decide on now?
Commander, I'd like to address some issues I have with the Rivlon Times. Now, I know the press will try to embellish stories to make for more savory reading material. But half the stuff they print nowadays is fabricated nonsense of an almost always sensational or slanderous nature. I want you to reprimand them, Commander. I want it to be known that from now on they must either publish the truth or else publish no longer.
Will you restrict the freedom of the sensational press?
The Rivlon Times is no more than a daily dose of heresy for those that sinfully partake. Rather than admonish, you should abolish the thing altogether, Commander.
Oh my god, I think this might be the first time the undead and Hulk agree on something.
I couldn't agree with Prospero more, Commander. The Rivlon Times journalists aren't simple fact-finders. No, they ferret for filth. Ever since I've become a counselor aboard the Raven, I've discovered dwarven newspapermen under my bed on no less than 3 separate occasions. And one I caught climbing through the bathroom window.
The Rivlon Times is a dwarven and therefore commercial enterprise, Commander. Juicy stories sell copies. That is simplicity itself. I categorically deny, by the way, that our editors spread lies. Or at the very least, spread lies on purpose. So, if a chambermaid divulges to us a minister of the crown likes to spank his mistress in the bedroom, and this later turns out to be untrue, she is at fault, not we, for having printed her tale.
Retraction? Have you heard of that, Falstaff?
I see no imp interest in this matter at all, Commander. I'll just flip a coin then. Heads means yes, tail means no. And heads. Yeah, go ahead and reprimand them.
Well, I pretty much agree with... Well, Hulk agrees with reprimanding. Restricting the freedom of the sensational press. I mean, they keep printing naked posters of Hulk. Not liking that.
I thank you, Commander. To inform the general public of the events of the Empire is a great responsibility, not a lackadaisical frivolity. The dwarves would do well to take this duty a bit more seriously, and their caricaturists especially could stand to be a bit more sensitive.
Well, I guess a reprimand is a first step. Does it include the raiding of the Rivlon Times' offices, perhaps? Shall they be gutted by fire? For that would be most agreeable and please the Seven.
How would you know that?
Very good, Commander. I can tell you it was all very embarrassing for my wife to pick up the morning paper and find out I'd been tending to another garden on the side. She kept on hogging the rose bushes. My favorite. What was I to do?
Alright, the innuendo in this is insane, but I'm not too sure what to think of all this.
But this reprimand will kill business. Who wants to read mere facts? Facts are boring. God blimey, Commander. Reprimand if you must, but don't break the news until I've sold all my shares in the Times.
Okay, so we just do like the coin says then. We could flip one every bloody time, you know? Sure would put an end to all this bloody bickering.
Oh, you imps crack me up. Alright, so let's, Operation Hulk Smash continues. You have acquired a transport. You can now load units into the transport by driving them. Yeah, I know that. Alright, what is he planning here? He moved a hunter there, a grenadier there, and armor here. Where's his transport? His transport is still here. Alright, let me load up, and And we'll join our sister ship over here. And next turn, we're gonna both come down and take Ashpool, which provides 3 research and 1 gold. I like the research. And in the meantime, I don't want to leave this place defended. I can only generate 2 units, but how about an armor and a trooper? And I still have 19 gold. Let's generate troopers here. Let's see, what do I have? Let's generate 2 grenadiers, armor, and that's all I can afford. Alright. I think I'm good. Let's end the turn. Did he seriously just invade me? With a single armor? I mean, what are you trying to accomplish doing that? That's just kind of sad. 7. It's 4 grenadiers. Well, okay. I'll fight this, but 100%. Does he just want to have a skirmish once in a while? I'm not complaining. I'm just wondering what his gambit is there. Well, you know what? If he kills one of my troopers, I guess it's worth it. No, it's not. Well, I don't know. I'm not complaining. Where are you? I don't even think I'll need to drag it out.
The Emperor will prevail. It'll be built in a jiffy.
No mountain can stop us!
That rolling thunder you hear in the distance, those are enemy armors. Death will rain down on our enemies. The Emperor will prevail.
On their trail.
No one escapes the twins.
Picking up their scent.
To know your enemy, you have to kill your enemy. For glory and honor, and wealth.
That's right.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Construction in progress.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Well, that was a nice diversion of a battle. Short and sweet. I'll take it. And he lost an armor. That's 7 gold. What is he trying to do there? Well, I don't know. Again, not complaining. No headline today because the Rivellon Times is being censored by Draconic Emperor. Our sincerest apologies. Dwarf Scholar celebrates lizard lineage. I've been drunk, but never that drunk, comments Sir Silvervein. Our man aboard the Raven. Victory Party report. Unification of the land or one man's personal popularity contest. Wow. So 90% of the lizards, 80 of the imps, 75 of the elves, 25% of the undead. That actually went up. Dwarves at 15%. I wonder what happens when you hit 0. Is it like game over? That would be awful if it was game over. Your policies have the following consequences. Dragon power. Unlock the Aegis Dragon skill for 1 combat round. Battle fatigue. The enemy's hunters will move 50% slower. Rumor has it rogue imps are coveting your surplus research, Commander. Oh, 20 research points, guys! 31 gold!
Accursed be that hothead of a Henry, Commander. I'd rather swallow needles than endeavor a constructive discussion with him ever again. You know what he's like on the field. Always must he fly solo. Always must he go charging in like a bull in heat. Ridiculous. If he's thinking at all about what he's doing, it's with his brain that dangles, not deducts. The man's a menace, a danger to himself and others.
Really? What'd he do? Did he hit on you and you're taking it personally.
Combat and carnage! Huzzah! You showed him, Commander.
I shall take my leave.
How delightfully entertaining to see Catherine and Henry exploding in rage over a strategic disagreement. Like children they are, vainly trying to prove to one another they have the better toy. Of course, none of the two realizes they could argue till the dwarves grow tired of gold and never reach the tiniest epiphany. To wage war requires a distinct brand of genius. Where they are found wanting, I am found abounding.
Edmund never change.
By all the gods, real or imaginary, devils take my manhood if that Catherine creature isn't a bigger bitch than a mountain-sized mastiff. So what if I wage war by my own rules and care little for her so-called team tactics? That's no reason to question my ability. She's lucky she has tits to prove she's not a man, or I'd have beaten her more savagely than a dwarf is anvil. Besides, what's the use of standing shoulder to shoulder when you know the fella next to you will run once the swords start ringing and the blood begins to flow? Aye, that's what happened the day I lost my arm. I stood my ground, alone. And the rest of the Emperor's generals, they outran their wives and their litter trying to escape. So much for loyalty. So much for duty.
I can imagine it's hard to put trust in someone when you've been through such an ordeal. We here might not form a band of brothers yet, but we never will unless you give us a chance.
I find it a lot easier to tell the benefit of the doubt it can go shag itself. But if you insist, I'll give the others a chance. Though I'm sure they'll prove to be a bigger disappointment than looking for a brothel in an elf town.
Alright, we'll see what happens. I have 20 research points. That is awesome. So let me finish off the units and Ironclad, sea mine maids. Ironclads can deploy sea mines that automatically cloak. They explode when an enemy sails close to them and do 2,400 damage. Ooh, I like that. Though I don't know when I would use that. Really. Alright, I used up all my research. Let's go back to the map. And because we have glorious battle coming our way. Well, first of all, I'm going to spend some money here. Some more troopers. We're going to invade here. Okay. We've invaded there. There's going to be a battle for Ashpool. And we're just going to... What does he have? He has 4 grenadiers, 2 hunters, 7 troopers, armies, 3 archers. So... I'll just pump out a bunch of grenadiers. And... Yeah. Alright. And should I... Well, I only have 1 ship, so I can only load up with an armor and 3 troopers anyway, so... Don't really see the point if I'm going to come in to take this land with this ship. Alright, let's end the turn. Battle of Ashland is... Oh, there's going to be 2 battles. I wonder if I can save. Yeah, I can save. Because... Sorry guys, I didn't realize the time. And I didn't... Also, there are going to be 2 battles. Granted, one of them will be super short, but still. I'm going to cut off here. So... Thanks for watching. If you are, I hope you guys are still enjoying this. And next time, the great battle for Ashland will commence, as well as the not so great battle for Shade Ridge. So, you know, if you guys are enjoying this, please tune in next time. Take care, everybody.